Have you ever wondered what your life would be like if you started each morning in peace, deeply connecting with God and allowing Him to guide every step of your day? We live in a fast-paced world that demands quick answers, insisting that success depends on more effort and less pause. However, few understand the true power of beginning each day in calmness, under God's direction. For some, it may sound surprising: how can a moment of silence, a prayer, or a reading change the entire course of our day? Here lies the secret that many overlook. It's not about grand rituals, but rather about small decisions, dedicating a few minutes to reflection, gratitude, and spiritual connection. In this video, you will discover how a simple change in your morning routine can transform not only your day but also your entire life. We will talk about the power of prayer, the peace that comes from silence, and how taking care of your body and mind can align you with the divine purpose that God has for you. If you have ever felt a lack of clarity, that worries and anxiety weigh too heavily, then you are about to discover a profound and lasting solution. I invite you to delve into this Christian reflection and discover the incredible impact of starting your mornings with God. Prepare your heart, for what comes next could change your life. The dawn carries a special energy, almost like a silent invitation to awaken the soul. When the world is still resting in silence, dawn becomes the perfect moment to connect with something greater, with God, and find peace and direction. This first moment of the day does not demand haste, it only asks to be observed and felt. Upon waking, a simple practice of self-care and spirituality is to sit in silence, feel your breath, and allow your spirit to gently adjust to the new day. This prepares the mind to face any challenge. Imagine a person who decides to start their day a few minutes earlier, in complete silence. They rise before others, sit by the window, and watch as the sky slowly changes color. That brief moment of stillness is like a reunion with their purpose, a space of reflection where they feel strengthened, connected to the Spirit. Without words, there is only a deep connection that renews their gratitude for life. In every breath, they find peace and feel the loving presence of God. Those minutes transform the way they will face the hours ahead. Maintaining this morning calm is an act of self-care. Many approach the day in a hurry, failing to pause to find their direction, missing out on a moment of peace. But for those who allow themselves that pause, the benefit is evident. Sitting in silence and finding peace at dawn becomes a spiritual anchor that guides and directs. Often, days tend to be hectic, and this initial stillness is what helps face difficult moments, serving as a foundation of strength carried throughout the day. Committing to this morning calm is a way to connect with spirituality and strengthen the spirit. You might even enjoy a cup of coffee, savoring its aroma, observing your surroundings. Some prefer to close their eyes and reflect, while others enjoy the freshness of the morning. The truth is that this moment is unique and offers an opportunity for introspection, to surrender the day into God's hands. Thus, even on an ordinary day, the soul is fortified and finds peace before facing what lies ahead. However, this practice goes beyond silence and stillness, it opens a space where spirituality finds its voice. This beginning of the day is a solid foundation, a connection to the peace that only God can offer. From here, the path begins towards a richer day, where morning takes on meaning and purpose. After all, alongside calmness arises the readiness to take the next step, to seek the divine presence, with the confidence that the day begins well when we open ourselves to God's love and guidance. Starting the day with God is like preparing the ground for everything to come. It is not just a devotional moment, but a strategy that strengthens the mind and spirit. When someone dedicates their first minutes to dialogue with Him, they find a peace and confidence that endure throughout the day. Facing the demands and challenges with that firm foundation makes a profound difference. It's as if the morning with God renews purpose, providing clarity and strength to face whatever comes. For many, those initial minutes with God transform into a daily refuge. At dawn, while everything is still quiet, opening one's heart and seeking His direction allows a person to feel true comfort. It is there that divine love becomes real, where gratitude awakens, and anxiety about the future dissolves. Just a few minutes of sincere prayer are enough to renew trust. In this way, as one steps into the day, they carry a serene assurance that with Him, every obstacle will find a solution. Mornings with God create a domino effect throughout the day, influencing every choice and interaction. The person who begins their day this way, with purpose and connection, finds the strength to face challenges more calmly. It's like an invisible shield, a peace that accompanies them. This practice makes a noticeable difference, especially in the more complex situations. When faced with difficult decisions, the person remembers the purpose with which they began the day and finds in God the guidance they need. Some may say they don't have time for this morning moment, but the truth is that it doesn't require much. The practice can be simple, like a brief prayer, a reflection of gratitude, or reading a verse from the Bible. This time can be used to express love and gratitude for the small things, health, family, a new day. Those minutes may seem insignificant, but they have the power to transform how someone faces what lies ahead. A simple prayer of trust can change the energy of the day. By placing God at the center of the morning, a person creates a solid foundation, something that even the harshest difficulties cannot shake. This time is more than a habit, it is a daily surrender that strengthens and connects the spirit. Thus, every day begins with the certainty that He is present, ready to guide, strengthen, and grant peace. Naturally, this presence becomes the spiritual anchor that supports and brings peace, even when the unexpected arises, opening the doors to a day of purpose and spirituality. Starting the day in prayer and gratitude is not just a habit, but a spiritual anchor that provides stability and calmness to all that comes afterward. It is in those initial moments that inner strength is fortified, and the connection with God becomes tangible. Whoever begins their journey this way prepares to face difficulties with serenity. It's as if peace and purpose settle in the heart, reminding us that, with God as our guide, there is no storm we cannot face. This spiritual anchor allows us to walk confidently in any circumstance. Expressing gratitude in the morning allows the heart to find a sense of fullness and purpose. Every small detail of the day becomes a reason for reflection and thankfulness, reminding us of the blessings present. Approaching the day with this mindset makes it easier to recognize God's hand in every situation, which brings strength and peace. The person who takes the time to give thanks realizes that their life has a greater meaning and that, with God by their side, challenges are merely stages for growth and strengthening of the spirit. Morning prayer is, in itself, a source of strength that goes beyond words. It is a moment of sincere dialogue, in which the soul opens up and finds in God a friend and guide. This spiritual anchor also strengthens perspective, providing clarity even in the most complicated situations. Daily prayer and gratitude keep the spirit focused, helping to view problems in a different light, as opportunities to exercise faith and trust in God. The peace that arises from this daily practice becomes a firm support. Even amid a difficult day, remembering those moments of calm in the morning renews the spirit and provides direction. Instead of being swept away by stress or doubts, the person who establishes this connection with God finds balance. This spiritual anchor offers a place of inner rest, where faith and peace flourish, providing a distinct energy to face each challenge. By incorporating prayer and gratitude as a morning pillar, the spirit prepares to move forward with serenity. This allows the day to have a clear purpose that does not fade away with problems. The strength and peace found in prayer become a constant guide, a reminder that God is present in every step. Thus, this spiritual anchor establishes a solid beginning, paving the way for a close dialogue with God, like a faithful friend who listens and understands. Prayer, more than a ritual, is a deep and sincere dialogue with God, an opportunity to open the heart and express every thought and feeling. At the start of the day, this dialogue becomes a space where one can find guidance and comfort. Speaking to God like a close friend allows for a connection that transcends words. It is not just about asking, but also about listening, allowing Him to illuminate the path and fill the spirit with peace and trust. This dialogue is an inexhaustible source of strength. Every morning, as the day begins in prayer, a moment of real and direct connection with God is created. Through this act, one can express joys, worries, and the most intimate desires, trusting that he listens and understands. This dialogue transforms prayer into a source of peace and gratitude. It's as if, in those minutes of conversation, hope is renewed and faith is strengthened. Even in moments of silence, his love and guidance can be felt, accompanying every step of the day. Morning prayer is a safe space to seek guidance and reaffirm personal purpose. This dialogue helps to see difficulties with a higher perspective, trusting that God has a purpose in every circumstance. By opening the heart and sharing doubts, worries seem to diminish, and trust in Him grows. Someone who prays at the start of the day finds clarity in their decisions and peace in their actions, knowing they are not alone, that God walks beside them. This dialogue with God does not require complex words or perfect moments, it only asks for sincerity and openness. Sometimes, a whisper of gratitude or a simple, "Guide my steps," is enough. Prayer allows us to recognize that, although circumstances may be uncertain, trust in God is solid and constant. This trust becomes a refuge, reminding us that His love and guidance are present even in silence, when the heart seeks answers. By making prayer a daily habit, the spirit stays focused on what truly matters. God becomes that faithful friend who listens without judgment, in whom one can fully trust. By opening this dialogue every morning, the person feels a peace that cannot be found anywhere else, and gradually, the heart prepares to receive His word and guidance. Thus, prayer opens the path to encounter His message in the reading of the Bible, illuminating and strengthening the spirit. Reading the Bible at dawn is an act of spiritual nourishment, an opportunity to receive God's word as guidance and strength. Each verse becomes a source of wisdom and peace, reminding us of the purpose that each day carries. When a person begins the morning with the Bible, their mind and spirit find a direction that goes beyond earthly concerns. It is a moment of reflection that allows us to see the world with renewed eyes, filled with gratitude and love. Taking a few minutes to read a passage, even if brief, can transform the entire day. Passages like Psalm 23 or Philippians 4 verse 13 have been a source of comfort and guidance for many throughout the centuries. These verses not only provide strength, they are reminders of God's care and protection. Reading the Bible in the morning gives the spirit a solid foundation, a reminder that one is not alone and that God has a clear purpose for every step taken. Incorporating the Bible into the morning routine also strengthens the connection with spirituality and creates a direct bond with God. It is an act of humility and surrender, recognizing that in His words lies guidance and wisdom. Each verse read becomes a seed of trust that flourishes throughout the day, reminding us that God is in control and that we can rest in His peace. By reading with an open heart, one discovers answers that may have gone unnoticed, feeling empowered to face any challenge. For those seeking guidance, the Bible is an invaluable map. Each story, each teaching has a purpose, and by reading them in the morning, a special connection with God is established. This moment allows the person to reflect deeply, recognizing that the scriptures are not just words but a living message of hope and love. The reading of the Bible prepares us, protects us, and reminds us that even in difficulty, God is with us and gives us strength. At the end of this morning reading, the spirit is filled with peace and confidence. It's as if, through the words of the Bible, God Himself bestows a blessing for the day. This practice strengthens faith, renews gratitude, and opens the heart to receive the peace that only His presence can provide. And so, after filling the soul with His word, the next step on this spiritual journey is to enter into a moment of silence, where the soul listens and quiets, seeking divine guidance from within. Moments of silence at the beginning of the day are like an open door to the presence of God. In silence, the soul finds a space to hear His voice without distractions. This time of stillness allows for a deeper connection, where peace becomes a companion and divine guidance reveals itself in the most intimate way. By stopping for a few minutes in complete silence, the person allows God to speak, letting His love and purpose be felt and flourish in the heart. This moment is a refuge, a sacred place of calm and serenity. By practicing silence, one learns to listen beyond words, to perceive the peace that God offers in every moment. Daily life can be noisy, filled with demands and worries that drain the spirit's energy. But in those minutes of stillness, the soul recharges, quiets, and experiences the peace that only His presence can provide. It is as if, in silence, God embraces the spirit and gives it strength for everything that lies ahead. A simple act of silence can be transformative. This time of silence is also an opportunity for reflection, to view life from a perspective of gratitude and purpose. By starting the day this way, one can feel how the spirit prepares to calmly receive what the day has in store. Even when circumstances are uncertain, silence helps to remember that God is present, offering His love and direction. This moment of introspection strengthens faith, helping to clearly see the path forward and receive any situation with peace. For those wishing to deepen this practice, try starting with 5 minutes of silence, breathing slowly and allowing yourself to be enveloped by God's peace. During this time, the spirit opens to receive His guidance and energy. By practicing silence regularly, the soul learns to rest, to trust in His plan. It is a moment of self-care, honoring the connection with God, allowing Him to renew trust and the spirit's strength. Silence at dawn then becomes an essential resource for spiritual self-care. It is a space where God speaks without words, where His peace and love are felt deeply. This moment is an invitation to stillness, to rest in His presence, and to prepare for what is to come. From here, the spirit finds the peace and strength needed to honor the temple of the body and mind, caring for them with respect and gratitude as an extension of divine love and purpose. Caring for the body and mind is an extension of spirituality, a way to honor God with gratitude and respect. Each morning, dedicating a few minutes to self-care allows the body and spirit to align, ready to face the day with renewed energy. Our body is a temple that God has given us, and taking care of it is a way to show Him love and appreciation. Engaging in gentle exercises, drinking a glass of water upon waking, or taking deep breaths are simple actions that nourish both body and spirit, strengthening daily purpose. Taking care of the mind is just as important as caring for the body, as many of our emotions and thoughts are reflected in the mind. By starting the day with practices such as meditation, prayer, or silent reflection, the mind stabilizes, leaving behind the tensions of the previous day. God invites us to be at peace, and a calm mind is better able to receive His guidance with clarity. This mental calm helps reduce stress and allows us to live each moment with presence and gratitude, remembering that each day is a blessing and an opportunity to do His will. In addition to being an act of self-care, this practice is also a preparation for the day. Those who care for their body and mind early on experience greater clarity and serenity, which reflects in their energy and readiness to face challenges. Gentle exercises like stretching or a brief walk not only reactivate the body but also serve as a way to connect with God's creation, feeling His presence in every breath and movement. This morning care is a way to remember that we are alive thanks to His love and that we have the opportunity to care for ourselves as He cares for us. Moreover, taking care of one's diet is a way to honor the temple God has given us. By choosing healthy foods, with gratitude and moderation, we strengthen the body to live fully. The morning is an excellent time to prepare a balanced breakfast that gives the body the strength it needs. Even simple acts like preparing a healthy meal become opportunities for reflection, reminding us that every decision impacts our physical and spiritual well-being. This holistic self-care prepares us to live with purpose, reflecting the love and energy that God has placed in us. By caring for our body and mind, we are ready to give our best in every task and to live each moment with peace and gratitude. And with this preparation, the day takes on a deeper meaning, with the purpose of reflecting His love in every action, recognizing that our life is a testament to His goodness. Thus, the strengthened mind and body find direction to live each day according to His purpose. Living each day with a sense of purpose means recognizing that each dawn brings an opportunity to reflect God's love and grace in the world. It's not just about waking up and fulfilling obligations, it's understanding that every action, no matter how small, can have a positive impact. This purpose gives meaning to every moment, and starting the day with this awareness allows one to live with peace, gratitude, and energy. It is an invitation to act with intention, knowing that our life is a channel for transmitting His love. Developing a mindset of purpose means being open to God's direction in every step. By dedicating the morning to prayer and reflection, the Spirit aligns with His guidance, letting Him chart the course. This enables us to live with confidence, without fear of the future, knowing that every decision is backed by His wisdom. Taking a moment to reflect on purpose in the morning helps face challenges with a positive attitude, viewing them as opportunities to grow and strengthen faith. A life with purpose also reflects in how we treat others, in the way we show compassion, patience, and love. Those who live with purpose understand that their words and actions can be a source of peace and strength for those around them. Instead of reacting impulsively, the person who keeps God's purpose in mind acts with thoughtfulness and empathy, reflecting His love. Every encounter, every conversation is an opportunity to inspire and bring peace, and living with purpose means being aware of this. This mindset of purpose is not just a goal, it is a lifestyle that transforms day-to-day living. The routine no longer feels empty or monotonous, but like a series of meaningful moments where God's hand can be seen at work. Even in the simplest tasks, there is an opportunity to express gratitude and recognize that everything has a place in His plan. By living with purpose, the person finds a constant source of strength, as every step taken is aligned with His will and love. By cultivating this mindset, the spirit strengthens and becomes a light for others. Living with purpose not only benefits us personally, it is a way to inspire and uplift those around us. The person who follows divine purpose leaves a positive mark, impacting the lives of others with their peace and energy. And so, with each morning, the commitment to live according to God's guidance is renewed, trusting that His purpose is the anchor that holds us and the beacon that illuminates us, leading us to a full and meaningful life. Now that you have the knowledge to begin each morning with God, are you ready to make a real change in your life? How many times have you wished to live with more peace, with a clear purpose, and to feel that each day has a profound meaning? This is your opportunity to transform that intention into action, to fill your days with divine guidance, and to live every moment with gratitude and trust. What steps will you take? Imagine what your life would look like if you dedicated each dawn to prayer, silence, and reflection on His Word. You may find that those morning minutes become the source of strength and serenity you have been seeking. Are you willing to apply this knowledge and see the impact it can have on your mind, body, and spirit? If you are ready to take this step and live each day under God's guidance, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Don't miss more content like this, designed to help you discover and live the purpose God has for you. We'll see you in the next video and on this ongoing journey of peace and spirituality. As we reflect on the profound impact of starting our mornings with God, let us consider the ripple effect of these early moments. Imagine each morning as a blank canvas, waiting for the first strokes of intention and prayer. By dedicating time to connect with God, we paint our day with colors of peace, purpose, and divine guidance. Each brushstroke symbolizes our commitment to seek His presence, reminding us that every morning offers a fresh opportunity to align ourselves with His will. This intentional practice transforms not only our mornings but also the way we navigate the hours that follow. Incorporating prayer into our morning routine is like setting the foundation of a sturdy house. Just as a strong foundation allows a building to withstand storms, morning prayer equips us to face the challenges of the day with unwavering strength. Picture a builder taking the time to ensure every beam and support is in place. Similarly, when we take a moment to seek God's guidance, we fortify our spirits. It becomes our shield against the worries and distractions that life throws our way. In this way, morning prayer is not merely a habit but a vital lifeline that steadies us through life's unpredictability. Embracing moments of silence further enriches our spiritual journey. Consider a serene lake reflecting the morning sky. In the same way, our hearts can reflect God's peace when we allow ourselves to sit in stillness. This silence creates a sacred space where we can hear God's gentle whispers and renew our spirits. As we let go of the noise around us, we cultivate a deeper awareness of His presence, allowing His love and purpose to permeate our thoughts. Each moment of stillness is an invitation to tune into the divine, providing clarity and focus as we step into the day. Gratitude emerges as another powerful theme in starting our mornings with God. Think of gratitude as the sunlight breaking through clouds, illuminating the blessings we often take for granted. By acknowledging what we are thankful for each morning, we shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. This practice cultivates joy and transforms our outlook, allowing us to see God's fingerprints in the ordinary moments of our lives. As we begin each day with gratitude, we not only honor God's goodness but also set the tone for how we engage with the world around us. Living with purpose is an essential aspect of this morning ritual. Consider a compass guiding a traveler toward their destination. Similarly, purpose guides our decisions and actions throughout the day. By starting our mornings with a clear sense of purpose rooted in God's love, we empower ourselves to make choices that align with His will. This sense of direction helps us prioritize our time and energies, ensuring that we invest ourselves in what truly matters. As we engage with each day's challenges, we are reminded that our actions can reflect God's grace and compassion in the world. As we journey through life, the support of a faith community plays a pivotal role in sustaining our morning practices. Envision a network of interconnected trees, each providing shade and support to the others. This is the beauty of a faith community. When we come together in prayer, reflection, and encouragement, we amplify our collective strength. We can share our experiences, challenges, and triumphs, reminding one another that we are not alone in our journey. Together, we can nurture a culture of growth, empathy, and love that inspires us to deepen our morning connections with God. Finally, let us remember that the journey of starting our mornings with God is ongoing and transformative. Picture a river flowing steadily toward the ocean. This journey reflects our spiritual growth as we continue to seek God's presence each day. Every prayer, every moment of silence, and every act of gratitude is a step toward deeper connection and fulfillment. As we embrace this daily practice, we open ourselves to the abundance of His love and the richness of His purpose for our lives. May we remain committed to nurturing our spiritual mornings, allowing them to shape us into vessels of His peace and grace in the world.